හැමදිනටම ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා සුබම සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් වෙලාව හරියටම 5:03 මිනිත්තුවටයි මේ විදිහට ඔබ එකතු වෙන්නේ Good News Radio සජීවී විකාශනයත් එක්ක සදනම ආරම්භ කරන්න තවත් සුපුරුදු වැඩසටහනක්. හැබැයි අද අපි හැමෝම ආදරය කරන මුළු රටක් ආදරය කරන සුවිශේෂී චරිතයක් අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වෙනවා. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි අපිත් එක්ක කොට කාලයක් අත්වල බැඳගෙන ඉන්න තවත් අපේ දායකත්වයක් අසු කරන අපූර්ව මහත්මියකුත් අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වෙනවා. හැමදාම වගේ සෙන්සරාදා දන සදානම් good volunteer segment එක ආරම්භ කරන්න. හැබැයි volunteers එකට එයා ගියපු දෙන්නෙක් තමයි අද ඇවිත් ඉන්නේ මැදිරියට. ඒ කවුද කියලා මං කියන්න කලින් කවදත් මේ ගුණජය සතර පදනමේ Good News Radio සංකල්පයට පනපෝ කුෂල් ගුණසේකර මහත්මයා අපේ නිර්මාතෘතුමා අද සෙග්මන්ට් එකට සහභාගී වෙලා ඉන්න. එතුමන් කියයි අද කවුද මේ ඇවිත් ඉන්නේ කියලා. මම මෙන්න මෙහෙම පුංචි නිදියක් දෙන්නම් එක්කෙනෙක් ගැන. අපි විදේශිකෙක් විදිහට ලංකාවට ඇවිල්ලා මේ වෙද්දි ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකෙක් විදිහට මුළු රටම අඳුරන මුළු රටේ මේ වොයිස් එකට බොහොම ආදරය කරන හැමෝමව පුංචි වෙලාවක් ඇතුළත තමන්ගේ වසඟයට ගන්න පුළුවන් කෙනෙක් තමයි ඇවිත් ඉන්නේ. කවුද කියලා අපි අහමු කුෂල් ගුණසේකර මහත්මයාගේ මුලින්ම එතුමන්ව ගෞරවයෙන් පිළිගන්නවා මැදිරියට. ආයුබෝවන්.
වන්සෙත් වේවා. මේක සිංහලෙන්ද අපි කතා කරන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි
දෙකම යමු. මොකද මේ දෙන්නටම සිංහල පුළුවන්.
ඔව් සිංහල පුළුවන්. හැබැයි මේගොල්ලෝ මට කියන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් තමයි මේ අපේ විකාශනය ගෙනියන්න ඕනේ කියලා. හැබැයි වුණාට මේ අපිත් සමග සම්බන්ධ වෙලා තියෙන පළමුව හරි වැදගත් මහත්තයෙක්. එතුමා ඕස්ට්‍රේලියාවේ ඉඳලා ආවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මම සිංහලෙන් කියනකටත් වඩා ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන්ම කියන්න ඕනේ කියලා තමයි මම හිතන්නේ. So today we are blessed and very fortunate, privileged to have actually two amazing personalities. We have Sunny De Silva from Australia. He's been one of our biggest donors for a very long time, and I met him in Australia through our networking, and he has left Sri Lanka at the age of 21 and then gone there, worked very hard to describe the journey, how he got to where he is today, but that we can ask him a little bit later. In the meantime, he's also become one of our regular donors, and now we're trying to have a branch in Australia, more like a steady kind of board that can discuss monthly the outcomes and the plans ahead, and how to structure the sustainability of the Foundation of Goodness going into the future. So we have a doing good ball in Australia done by the own your own block property company called OYOB. That's why our center is named after, or let's say the Center of Excellence is named after that group called OYOB. And just in June, he was there. He had 3 tables. We had 833 at the Crown, our banquet, which brought a lot of awareness of the Foundation of Goodness and the work we do. And it's called the Doing Good Annual Ball. But that aside, Sunny had seen all the work we do, so he's been a regular donor. Now he's want to consolidate and also become but I am appointing him without any choice. But so he becomes the president or the chairman of the very select few identified top humane people. That's what we really want to do. And then his wife and wife Vajra and his daughter, older daughter Senumi, they were here last year. It was like a test, I believe, because he told me, I'm going to send my wife and the daughter, and if they give the pass mark, then I'm in it. So I said, okay, that's a good test. Let's see. And I think they gave a very good feedback. And so he got excited from there, but it took a long time to get the dates fixed because he can't come here very often because he's so full on with his expertise of accounting firm, tax, audit and everything. So, but I managed to lock in some dates. I locked in some dates, and then I managed to somehow secure this period of time for him to come to the Foundation of Goodness and understand. So he spent one full day at the Foundation of Goodness Impact Center in Colombo, and then I brought him here for Friday and Saturday, and he's seen the full gamut of everything that happens here. He's yet to go to the sports academy. He'll be going after this session. And we're very, very lucky to have him here, and really blessed because he's got a very good business mind. He's very knowledgeable in those areas of, numbers, data-driven, what have you, and everything. And in the meantime, we had a star fall on us like an angel that lit some light and came here from nowhere, because suddenly she disappears and then comes when she wants to give something back to the community here. She gets engaged with us, and then she lit up a lot of people's smiles, so to say, and radiated. And even I haven't got that kind of selfies here, but anyway, she's the very famous Stephanie Srivardhana, and she's here with us. And I told her this is the last time I'm going to see you, because she has come here quite a few times and done things in a very rush manner, as she does. And she says she's very well organized, but she's going to come here for some lessons at the Foundation of Goodness. But I must say, she has a good heart and the will to help people like Sunny and many donors who come to get associated with us. So we are very, very happy. And, since this is good news radio, so we will only talk about the good news, the aspect of actually trying to help the rural communities. I mean, if you take Stephanie, we have music here, so she's a musician. And then we have dancing here, and she's a good dancer. Then we have comparing, right? And she's good at that too, and she does a lot of comparing events. She moderates, and then she's a multifaceted, multitasking lady of all that. And doesn't apply that kind of makeup, but radiates. Sorry, I'm just joking. But anyway, we also have our rising star, Natali, here with us, and Natali is never afraid to speak and interact with. She's so confident, and she has been on our Good News Radio segment once before, I think, when I was here, but maybe even before that, I'm not sure. But she's all the time saying, "Yes, I want to talk to them. I'm happy. I haven't seen her in a while." And she's amazing little star that I know will rise hugely into the future. So maybe she can also become a goodness ambassador for the Foundation of Goodness, and it's really, really great to look forward to, because I keep pushing everybody to learn English. The only obstacle I see in these kids and youth who are really raring to go, so much talent, so clever, bright, smart. But before coming here, I just went to the Tamil class, and there were about 20 kids learning Tamil. And I asked them, "Why aren't you learning English?" They were all smiling and shying away. So out of the 20, except for 4 who said it's difficult, all the others said that they're shy or they're scared. That's a serious issue which we need to address going forward, And I said, why would you be shy? They think English language is something that is so posh. Yeah. I said, Germans speak the way they do. The French speaks in another tone. And you should speak the way you can. So don't be, because without this universal language, there's going to come to a bottleneck at some point in time. So I think we'll give Natali the chance to ask some questions from Stephanie Srivardhana, and then Mrs. Sunny De Silva, who's heading a company very well to do in Australia. Okay, Natali, here you go.
First, I like do comparing, and how do you do that? I like your comparing, and I watch your shows, and I like your comparing. How do you do them?
Wow. First of all, Natalie, I have to say, like Kushal said, 100% you're a rising star. I cannot wait to see you on stage very soon, doing so many wonderful things. Thank you for your questions. So, I think a lot of people think, and I did too, that comparing is a very serious, intimidating kind of job. Like, I remember I had an idea in my head of what a compeer is supposed to be. And for the first few years of my career, I really tried to be the perfect compeer. And let me tell you, it didn't go too well. And then I remember I was hosting this one big event where all the corporates of Sri Lanka were there. And for some reason, I was so tired. And you know, sometimes when you're very tired, you just don't think too much. So because of that, I started being myself. And I started just making jokes that most of the time I would only laugh at, and which I thought were funny because I think I'm funny. and then, so after the event, people came up to me and said, "Listen, Steph, we've seen you compere before, but today was something special. You were so good at what you did." And then I thought, wow, the only thing I did different was not stress so much, and I was just myself. So I guess the short answer that I want to give you with that long-winded explanation is, you just got to be yourself. You have to bring in the Natali flavor. You know, who are you? Bring that personality into comparing, and you will always succeed. Because people want to see you. They don't want to see a robot or a perfect compere.
Okay, and I watch voice teens, right, and I also apply to that. Do you trust that?
Wow.
Not voice teens, voice kids.
Did you sing?
No.
Wow. Okay, try again.
Yeah. I hope to try again.
I'm sure you'll succeed. You know, even when life sometimes, doesn't go exactly to your timing, whenever there's a no, it's because there's a better yes coming ahead. So don't give up on that.
And I learned many things from you.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I love you.
So, Natalie, what's your plan going forward? What do you want to do? What do you want to become? And I know you said you like to compare, but beyond that, as a career, what do you aspire to become?
I think you all know I want to be an archaeologist, but apart from that, I will do my other. I will show my other talents also, like comparing.
Okay.
And singing.
Singing. So your father, Stephanie, has come to, I think, mentor you and guide you and coach you.
You know what's so funny? When I was a kid, I wanted to be an archaeologist too.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
So sometimes I will be a singer or compare in future.
Yeah.
No, but then you
You'll
want to be
a singing hosting archaeologist. Global one.
I think it will be different.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good. Like Stephanie said, you have to create your own brand. So it'll be a Natali brand. So I think, and then, it was very interesting having a discussion with you the other day when you said, I asked you, whom do you speak English with at home? And then you said, with my father. And then I remember you telling me, I asked, what about your mother? And she said, when I am hungry, I speak to my mother in English. Then I said, how does that work? She runs to the kitchen, gets some food for me. Is that right?
Yeah, it's right.
So has it changed since then, or you're talking to the mother as well in English, and your brother as well?
Nowadays I talk to my brother in English because he can speak English for some extent in this case, and I didn't change my job, and I talk to my mother when I'm hungry still I talking to my mother in English.
So tell Stephanie and also Sunny, sir, and Stephanie, madam. Yeah, Aki. Okay, sorry, Aki. Okay, Aki. Okay.
Like 100 years old.
Yeah, Aki. Okay, right. So tell them how you actually, at your age, seeing a lot of rural, kids, in different communities, you stand out because you're not afraid or you don't have the fear to speak in English. You come forward and say, no, I want to speak to them. So how did you get to learn English like this, and what is your message to those who want to learn English?
I think the children can speak English, but they are afraid and they think they can't do, and they didn't believe them. And I say to my message for them is believe yourself and do your other works too, and for improve your English, read books, watch English movies, and talk with others like that. I think you all of you can speak English. The problem is you are afraid and you think you can't do that.
Natali, can I say I find you such an inspiring little girl, and I think you're inspiring a lot of kids just being you. So thank you for being you.
I think I have a particular role for you going forward with the Foundation of Goodness. I'm going to make you the English brand ambassador for actually kids, teenage kids, and at your age group and whatnot. I want you to be the face of English speaking, this rising star to everybody, and convey the message that you did. Maybe this is not the forum that so many will listen in terms of the rural communities, but let's see, you have 40, 50 kids and youth coming to learn English, and they all, when I do some research, they always say they are afraid or they are shy or they don't have anybody to talk to. And now we have an English room where you go into the English room, you cannot speak in Sinhala, nor Tamil, nothing. So you speak only in English. So have you been to that class? Because you can't come between 3 and 5 that particular day. That's fine. But I want you to actually, even on a Saturday, go to them one-on-one and tell them, please come with me, let's learn English together.
Maybe you could start a little, I know you have the Good News Radio, maybe you could even start a little, I don't know, just thinking out loud, like a little video where you have like Natali, get a couple of the kids, and just have like a fun, maybe just a fun video where all of them are like speaking English. Maybe, you can be telling them a story, or you all could do an acting round together. I mean, and then when you put it on YouTube, more and more kids will feel inspired to, maybe join the Goodness, English channel or something like that.
Yeah, that's another good idea.
Yeah, I something think of those sorts.
I think we did it for some extent in that movie. When we record our movie, we played a game together.
Right. So that's the Snakes and Ladders version of ladders and slides. Yeah. So so it's about how to learn good values. So we applied that same formula like that.
You steal, boom, you fall down the ladder.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. You lie, boom.
Selfish, come down.
Yeah.
Generosity, you go up.
If you eat the other extra scoop of ice cream that you shouldn't have eaten, do you go up or down?
Depends on what age group you are in.
Okay. just checking.
Yeah. Okay, but thanks very much. And do you have anything to ask, Mr. Sunny De Silva from Australia? He's gone there at a very young age and then become who he is and very successful. So, do you have anything to, ask him? We are really, like Stephanie said, you're so inspiring, not only inspiring, but I love your confidence. That factor is amazing. Not very many have that. Not even me. I didn't have that kind of confidence at your age to speak like the way you do and also act the way you do. So I think we are all in awe with your, nice personality and stature. So, what about a question from him? Of Australian.
Our Kushil sir said you are also De Silva. I am also De Silva.
Well, that's a good start. De Silva's work alike. Yeah, that's from my mom's side. So De Silva, I'm actually from the adjoining village, Ambalangoda.
I'm from Balapitiya.
No, the next village up, Ambalangoda.
So I'm on the other side, Senegal.
I'm from Veyangoda.
So
I just wanted to get involved. I got left out.
We can do a road map like that. Okay.
And what's the secret of your success?
Wow. Well, I think a few pillars, but I think my strongest trait is hard work, and secondly, honesty.
Yep.
So
Up the ladder you go.
So guys, you hear that our great person's secret is honesty and hardworking. So I think if you use those, you will also be success.
I also think with what you said, it has to be all three. It has to be hard work, honesty and confidence. Because you can only work hard towards your dreams when you believe in yourself. And then of course with honesty, everything works out. So yeah, you need all three. And
then good attitude, kindness and truthfulness.
Yeah. And you were saying something.
So I think as a brand ambassador for the English class, you've got work to do. So what that means is you need to try and get more youngsters to be like you. Right? So that should be your next tick off, like to try and get as many kids to be as confident as you. Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, it's possible. And in my I participate for 2 English classes in here, and there are many students who can speak English very well, but they didn't like to go ahead and speak to others. That's the problem with them, I think, and they haven't any chances for speak English. And I think I can improve their English knowledge with me.
Very good, very good.
And I think we are looking forward to your engagement. I will now put this process in place, and we will.
I'm going to subscribe to that channel for sure.
Yeah, so we'll make the mentor for that session.
I would love to.
Yeah.
It would be my honor.
But you got to be very consistent. But that's fine.
Down the ladder I went.
Yeah. Okay, but actually, because there are so many kids out there, younger to you and older to you, they are all afraid and not able to even think of expressing themselves. They don't want. When you say English, they try to hide. So I think you can do some real good work, and let's work on that. And maybe from this month later, or maybe perhaps from next month, we will make you the English brand ambassador. Okay?
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for
oh, that's real good news.
Yeah, and coming to the Good News Radio segment without fear, and so confidently, and speaking out, and also wanting to at this age drive. That's absolutely superb. So there are many kids of your age who made an impactful difference in so many different areas. So how old are you? 10, 11, 12? 12. Okay. So I was talking to Sunny as well, as the boy from England who made a real change. He established a charity called Bat for a Chance after he had experienced what he saw here. And I think we can probably bat for English. So let's see. I'm sure there's a chosen path for you, and that's why you're with the Foundation of Goodness. And let's see what we can do. Yeah, great. Good to have you. Any questions from me or from?
I think I have many questions, but time is not enough.
Oh.
And I think, yeah.
Time is not enough.
Yeah.
So then we'll have a chat later.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks very much. We, on behalf of all three of us here, we wish you nothing but the best. I'm sure the best is yet to come. You have everything that is in you to take it to the levels that probably Stephanie has aspired to achieve. And if you learn from her, maybe you'll go beyond perhaps. And Sunny is there to actually probably guide and coach and, follow you in years to come. I'm on the ground. I can always see you. Sometimes on Saturdays I'm so busy, but I come looking for you. But by that time you are engaged in a class, then I don't want to disturb. But see, your mother and father are outside the Good News Radio classroom or Good News Radio, probably station. So they are waiting for you, but they always take great pride, delight, and so thrilled to see you make these small steps and go forward with such a bright future ahead of you.
And
Very
also,
well done.
I think you're going to liberate so many children, because one of the sad things I've seen, Kushal, is exactly how you said, and I think during COVID, and even the Aragal layer, we kind of saw that, that people who couldn't speak English didn't have the chance to fly abroad, even though they were the smartest people that we know. So you inspiring all these kids who, like you said, know English, you're putting light into the whole world and also making Sri Lanka better. So that's amazing, and I'm really excited to see what you do. And as the English brand ambassador for Foundation of Goodness, I think you can change a lot of lives.
Yeah, definitely I will do that, and definitely I will make this institute brighter.
Wow. Fantastic. Very nice. And maybe when I'm coming down next Saturday, I'll bring you a badge. Saying that, I can help you to speak English. Yeah. And you're like the brand, English speaking brand. Something like that. Hey, let's coin something out like that. Then we'll give you like how Pathum, right, is wearing that intern, badge, but something that you can pin and go into, these sessions and say, please, I want to help you learn English. And then let's have a session. I want you to talk to them. That's also something. Anyway, let's brainstorm, put something together, work the plan, and make it work. Yeah. Thanks very much. Good luck and many blessings, and may you continue to be the upcoming future star that probably also can, only the archaeologists and the humanitarians, will work something out there. But you have a good heart as well, right? Yeah. You want to care and share. Dharmaso College, right? Oh, school will be very proud of you. Well done.
And again, thank you very much.
So sweet. Okay. Well done. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much indeed. Have a lovely weekend and a nice Sunday. Okay, so just very quickly, I know the time is also running out. We have a lot of work to get done, but Sunny, this is the time that I can actually convey my heartfelt gratitude to you for taking the time to come all the way from Australia. I know you came for less than a week, perhaps, and your main trip, despite your own business engagements and enterprise, you took that. Not really the challenge, but you wanted to contribute. I'm sure being in a business enterprise kind of background, you wanted to contribute, and you've come here. And I'm glad that despite my workload, I had to shut the phone quite a few times and follow you and attend to you and brainstorm. And like we did yesterday, we went on till 7 o'clock with my team. And then you gave lots of constructive ideas. They also learned from you, how to look at going forward. So it's an amazing story, and we enjoyed the time together. We, learned from each other, and then also we went on to the beach. You actually sponsored a few things, not by asking. And I always saying that when somebody does something unasked, it's a very superior.
Helping others even before they ask exhibits our compassion. Quote by Kushil Gunasekara, founder of the Foundation of Goodness. You
were looking at these quotes while and picking up. That's a good one. Anyway, superior deeds are always when people, it's easy to give and ask, but it's not so easy when you give unasked, seeing the true nature of someone who cannot repay the favor, and then that's the hallmark of someone's character. So even yesterday, I know on 2 occasions, you decided to donate, seeing something that we were missing out here, and that's extraordinary and very special, Sunny. So I know you've been a donor. I don't get to thank you enough, but this is one forum that I can actually say what you've done is truly remarkable. If you have, let's say 50 people like you across the world, it'll shine greatly, because we work towards alleviating the hardships and difficulties of people in rural areas with, undergoing, a very, very tough time. So thank you again and for being here. And I know you have a role to play from 2025 as we structure the Foundation of Goodness, a steady kind of board with members who are equally like-minded. And over to you, and thanks very much for being here with us.
Look, I'm absolutely honored, Kushal. Look, the last 3 days for me has been life-changing in terms of seeing. Obviously, I've followed you and the foundation for a long time. I've seen, things from a different country, but just to come and see the nuts and bolts and feel the pulse of everything that happens on the ground, and it's a mini campus that you're running here. It's unbelievable. My life has changed by me being here, so it's actually my absolute honor to be able to see these things in my own eyes, and I feel that look, what you have is absolutely unique, and people that you have touched in their lifetimes to uplift their dignity, their everything that they have, it cannot be measured with money. I think money is best spent when the value on that return on that dollar is greater for the person who doesn't have anything else in life. So it's a easy sell from my perspective, but I really look forward to taking this foundation to the next level with everything that I have. And we'll work very hard to achieve those goals.
Really grateful words aren't adequate enough to express my gratitude. So therefore, I know, people who have come here and joined us have always, enabled us to take that next step forward and the further step. And, nothing ever great is achieved without taking those small steps. And, and you come for a reason and come at the right time, at the perfect art of timing. So, and it's just not only the monetary part, but it's just the management, the sustainability part, and how to structure it better with your institute knowledge, of accounting and, all of that. Those things help even more. Anyone sometimes can give money and then leave. But we also look for partnerships that can enrich the quality of the foundation itself. So that to me is also something, priceless. It's like what the volunteers do, but in your case, you're going to take on a role that's going to drive like on a monthly basis, and consistently. So I'm very, very grateful and thankful for your time. Thank you for coming here. I know, your lovely wife Vajra and your beautiful daughter Senumi came here and did some amazing work. They got some experience at grassroots level itself, which probably they wouldn't have experienced in Australia. So also being a Sri Lankan and to come back and to give back to Sri Lanka itself is also invaluable. So we are very, very pleased, and we can only wish you to experience more good fortune and keep going from one to another.
Like his name, he's a true ray of sunshine.
Oh wow! Yeah. We have a brand ambassador here of the Foundation of Goodness. She comes like the moon emerging out of the clouds, and then then it starts to rain again. But on a more serious note, really. We are really blessed to have you here, and I think, like you said, when it, you can go and actually research and find out about the Foundation of Goodness in numerous ways today with AI or websites and internet and Google and so except finding yourself, you can Google and find everything else, right? So. But I'm really, really glad that when you see it on the ground, like you said to me, it's very different experience than hearing it or seeing it, because you see the actual grassroots operations. So Sunny, I'm sure I wanted you to come for a long time, but it had to take its own course of time, and that's the perfect out of timing. Yeah, perfect timing, and then you're here and look forward to a fruitful, productive engagement going into the future. And I look forward to seeing you in Australia in January. So,
thank you, Kushal. And I think I need to also take time to praise all the volunteers that work in the organization, all the teachers, the caregivers. It's numerous. I've met some amazing people who have wonderful hearts. What the world lacks is people like this, and it's great to see when it all sort of comes together. What you have here is not something that can be replicated very easily, because it's built out of love, compassion, and you're surrounded by so much love, and the people absolutely adore you, and the respect that they have for you, and that goes beyond anything that someone can have monetarily, as far as I'm concerned. So, look, thank you again. Been absolutely wonderful.
I'm honored by your inspirational words that can only make me do more good. That's how I take it. I know, complimentary remarks such as yours is always very encouraging and motivational, but at the same time I feel that I'm going to be further doing what I can do better than what I've done before, and that fuels my passion, so to keep going. So thanks very much again, and many, many blessings. And now we come to another star, Stephanie, and you come here after such a long time, and I know in life nothing is permanent, everything kind of change, expiry dates, impermanence and everything. But I know you've been following the Foundation of Goodness. Always. But
my heart is always with the Foundation of Goodness, because actually, Kushal, as I always say, I meet a lot of people, and I've met amazing individuals. I've had great opportunities to fly around the world and meet very powerful people, but I have never met anyone like you. There's only one Kushal Gunasekara, and that's why I always tell you, even though I'm like a shooting star that disappears very quickly, please forgive me. Thanks for not giving up on me, number one. And number two, I really think, I mean it from the bottom of my heart, you're a mentor to me. I look up to you. There's so much I can learn from you, and I value everything that you do so very much. And like Sunny said, this whole place is run by love. It's palpable as soon as you enter the venue or wherever you go. Actually, you can see that, and money can't buy that. That comes from your heart, and that's why you never age. And I need a bit of that serum.
Oh, God. All of you give energy, your knowledge, your resources, and that's a noble endeavor, So, you can't take this forward without having support from every nook and corner. And if you know how to harness the best out of everyone, and then, train your mind to look at everything positive, even though it's sometimes negative surroundings. And I think that's the way to go. And, I always wanted to, bridge this gap, urban and rural divide. And that's what I've been aiming for. And now I've got to 20 centers around the country. And with the Center of Excellence is 21, Sports Center Academy is 22, so to say. But I'm just, now focusing more on the productivity of the kids to make them understand how to think critically and
be better human.
And also problem solving, and not just only going to school and memorizing,
yeah.
but to do good. They have so many different areas of engagement with the community. It's a new model that I have tried to create. So,
and critical thinking is so important.
Exactly. And even to use their own, mind to set them free, and not give them, something to memorize, but for them to create. Creativity, is so important. So I'm juggling around, but doing everything and planning. I can tell you, to both Sunny and Stephanie, people ask me, what is the most difficult period you've had in these 20 years post-tsunami? And for the first 7-8 years, I thought it was a tsunami when it struck. Countless number of people were traumatized. The people who had to, sacrifice their lives, whom we respectfully remember, because the only way I can actually pay a tribute to them is to create a legacy on their behalf for future generations to prosper. But at the same time, the real difficult part is now, because when you run it for almost 20 years post-tsunami, you've got all these, areas to look at, and then it becomes like a corporate, right? Because you have to raise $1.5 million, like a budget, so you have to strategize, brainstorm, do marketing. Word of mouth is very powerful, so you've got to do things right. Other people's money, you have to look after it like more than a treasury. So there are so many different angles.
And also the sustainable enterprises that you're creating with all the vocational training. I think that's also
we have our own income generation avenues to sustain, but this is something that, I tapped into Sunny's, brain and asked, what can we do better to try and get the sustainable income generation going more, so that we make the foundation of goodness sustainable.
Right.
It's about goodness, right? It's about kindness. So you've got to, sometimes, people ask, beyond what we can give. But the way you treat them, the way you talk to them, it can heal them. So it's not to say, sorry, we don't have budgets, we have 20 centers around the country. No, you would go, you would hear their story a little bit, and then find a way to, heal them, and, do some mind management, as well. And many of them are, not only, see, it's like, we have to be better than we used to be, right? Always. So when they come through the doors of the Foundation of Goodness, and when they go away, they have hope. They have transformed. Mostly if they are, as I told you, there's a lady, who's studied 9 courses and she couldn't swim, but she's today diving 30 meters, so, and then she's learned English, she's a business process outsourcing agent, then she's, going to sport. She's learned Tamil, English, so many different areas. Sewing, cookery, beauty care.
Also, I think this is the only place in the world where you get free dental. Like, that's a huge thing.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling some of them, I asked them when they brush their teeth, do they ever know that they're brushing their teeth? So.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, do you ever know that you're brushing your skeleton?
No. I'm saying, I'm asking a lot of them when I speak, when you were brushing your teeth in the morning, did you know that you were actually brushing your teeth? Were you mindful to know that you are brushing your teeth? And I asked, can you put your hand up? No one. So, no, when they were brushing the teeth...
Me.
No. They were brushing the teeth, your mind went haywire everywhere, and you don't know where you have brushed the teeth. So that's why I had a dental clinic here. So if they had a problem, they would come here, and we can still resort to that. But that's the starting point for you to train yourself on mindfulness.
Yeah, true.
Yep. Okay. We will now hand over the mic to our evergreen, super articulate, compeer in Sinhala. She actually, I must mention, because she won't mention this, she was chosen as the Shine 50 Women of Sri Lanka. I don't know what was the age group?
18 to 35.
Yeah, 18 to 35. So, Stephanie, you just missed out, so it's okay. But
why are you telling everyone my age, Kushi?
so Shine 50, and they had many engagements in Colombo, I think in Galle and Jaffna. And she's one of them, and she represented the Foundation of Goodness, and we're very proud of her. I've known Vishmi from age like 8-10, because she was heading always the Children's Good Values Initiatives and Children's Goodness Club. So to see her
up with the Foundation of Goodness.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So to see her grow and get into this, collards and the accomplishments is hugely, unbelievable. And recently, she was chosen, I think with Prashant Divisar, both to interview the presidential candidates.
Nice.
Yeah. And so she has a very, I can't explain, because her Sinhala vocabulary is hard to beat.
And also your tone, as you started speaking, your voice, your tone is so soothing. Even though I can't understand half of what you're saying, it's very complicated Sinhala. I want to listen to more. It's so beautiful. Actually, Sunny and I were both like, wow. I saw their expressions on the face. Absolutely brilliant. So, and where praise is due and where we need to value, we must go out and do that and encourage and motivate. So it's a pleasure to have them seen, them grow and then get into this. And then... So Natali, you're going to be like, wish me when you grow up.
Yeah, Shine 50.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, anything more on how you can wrap up with the...
Yes. අපි දැන් සිංහලට පොඩ්ඩක් යමු. මොකද ආගේ සිංහල ක්ලාස් එක මම බලනවා. YouTube එකේ සිංහල ක්ලාස්.
සිංහල ක්ලාස් එකක් තියෙනවද?
සිංහල පන්තියක් තියෙනවා. දුෂන් විරමන් මහතා තමයි සිංහල පන්තිය කරන්නේ. හරි ලස්සනට ප්‍රොනවුන්ස් කරනවා සිංහල. දැන් ඒ නිසා අපි සිංහල පොඩ්ඩක් යන්.
හරි විශ්මි මම දැන් ඔයාලට කොම්ප්ලිමන්ට් එකක් දෙනවා. හරි මම මේව කරන්නේ. මොකද වචන නෑ ඇයි මම අසරණ කරන්නේ.
ඔය සිංහල බලන්න. සිංහල
I've been practicing.
හොඳටම පුළුවන්. මේ voice screen එකේ සිංහල අපිටත් බැරියව කතා කරා.
ඇත්තද? එහෙනම් පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න ඕනේ.
මම ආසම මම follow කරන කොම්පියර් කෙනෙක්.
ඇත්තටම කුෂිල් මේක good news channel. ඒත් මට ඇත්ත කියන්න ඕනේනේ. මං තරහ වෙනකොට මගේ සිංහල perfect. නිකන් flow වෙනවා. දන්නේ නැහැ කොතනින්ද වචනේ එන්නේ.
I think ඒකත් හොඳ නිවුස් එකක්. මොකද අභියෝගයක් ආවම තමන්ගේ ඉස්සරහට යන මාර්ගය තවත් හොඳට හැදෙනවා.
හොඳට හැදෙනවා. අනික මාර confidence එකක් තියෙනවා. මං ආස මේක.
Thank you.
Really. පොඩ්ඩක් අපි ඇයි සිංහල සිංහල කියන්නේ අමාරු භාෂාවක් නේ. එතකොට ඒ භාෂාව කොහොමද දැන් ආසාවෙන්ද පුරුදු වෙන මෙහිට ආවම ලොකු චැලෙන්ජ් එකක් වෙන්න ඇති සිංහල. මොකද ගොඩක් ඔයාට හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ සිංහල. කොහොමද ඒ අභියෝගය ජයගත්තේ?
well ඇත්තට දැන් මං ලංකාවෙන් ඉටලි ගිහිල්ලා කැනඩා ගියානේ. දැන් එතනින් තමයි මට ඒක අර මං ශ්‍රී ලංකන් ඒ ප්‍රයිඩ් එක ගොඩාක් ආවා මං කැනඩා ඉන්නකොට. ඒ කැනඩා කියනකොට හැමෝම වෙන countries වලින් ඉන්නවා. එහෙනම් I really wanted to represent Sri Lanka. එහෙනම් ඇත්තට නතාලි මම ඒක කියනකොට මං හිතුවා මගේ අම්මට තාත්තා ලංකාවේ හිටියා. අම්මා කැනඩා. එයා එච්චර සිංහල කතා කරන්නේ නැහනේ අපිට. එහෙනම් අමතක වෙන්නේ නැත්ත පොඩි සිංහල that I knew මං බාත්රූම් එකේ මිරර් එකට ගිහිල්ලා මටම කතා කරනවා සිංහලෙන්. මං එහෙම කරා. එහෙනම් මෙතන එනකොට ඇත්තට ඒක voice එකෙන් ඒගොල්ලෝ කිව්වා තව වැඩිපුර සිංහල කතා කරන්න වැඩිපුර සිංහල. එහෙනම් දුෂ්යන්තුත් එක්ක අර සිංහල පන්තියෙන් සින්දුවෙන් තෙක්ක හැමදාම මට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ නම් මං කියනවා අනේ මට තේරුනේ ආයි කියන්න මොකක්ද ඒ වචන කියන්නේ නේ. එහෙම හිමින් එක වචනෙන් එක ඩික්ෂනරි එකක් වගේ ඔළුවේ දානෝයි සමහර වෙලාව මං try කරනවා කනෙක්ට් කරන්න ඉංග්‍රීසිට. මට ආසයි. මට පස්සේ මට තමිලුත් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. මට ආසයි ඒක. So yeah, that's the hope, you know. හැමදාම කුෂල් කිව්වා වගේ අපි ඊයේ වඩා හොඳ වෙන්න ඕනේ.
ඒක කරනවා. අනිවාර්යෙන් ඒක කරන මොකද? try කරනවා. ඔව් ලංකාවට ආපු මුල අපි බලුවානේ. එතකොට ටිකක් ගොඩක් තැන්වල මිස්ටේක්ස් දැන් මෙච්චර වෙලා කතා කරා සිංහලෙන්. ඔව්. හරි. පොඩි සින්දුවක කොටසක් කියන්න වෙනවා. මොකද මේ
මගේ voice එක ගිහිල්ලා
ඒ voice එක හොඳටම හොඳයි. ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා තාම.
මම කැමතිම සින්දුව.
ආයු ගිහිල්ලා කිව්වා voice එක.
මම කැමතිම සින්දුව තමයි
මේ train එකත් එක්ක ගිහිල්ලා.
මම මාස්ටර් සර්
රික්වෙස්ට් කරනවා එහෙනම් මාස්ටර් සර් පදක් කියන්න.
මාත් එක්කත් කියන්න.
අනේ මට කියන්න බෑ. හැම එකක්ම කරන්න බෑනේ මට. කරන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් තියෙනවා. බැරි දේවල් තියෙනවා.
දැන් හොඳ අයිඩියා එකක් හොයන්නේ. සර්ටත් දෙන්න ඕන දවසක චැලෙන්ජ් එක.
මේක ඔයා කිව්වාගේ මේක good news radio.
බොරු කියන්න බෑ.
ඕකේ. හරි. පනම්මටින් මට වැඩි කර දුන්න හැකි වුණත් බත් හිට දරුවාට කවන්න මාස්ටර් සර් මගේ හිමිතන දෙනවාදෝ අනේ සර් අනුකම්පා නොසිතේදෝ. හරි thank you. අනිත් කැල too high.
සංග බෝධි පොඩි.
දැන් ඔය මොකක් කිව්වනේ ආපු ගාම මොකද ඔය හොඳ සින්දුවක් තියෙනවා කියලා මේ මාස සර්වල්ට වඩා මොකද ඔය කිව්වනේ අර
ඔව් දෙවෙනියට කියන්නේ කිව්වේ මාස්ටර්ස් පළවෙනියට මොකද්ද කියන්නේ කියපු සින්දුව
අර මොකද්ද සුන්ද මොකද්ද කිව්වේ අර
තව එකක් තියෙනවා ඒක කියලා මාස්ටර්ස් කියන එක විමන්ස් එකේ නේද
ඔව් වැඩි හිටි කාන්තාවන්ට කිව්වා
name himself
හරි ඒක කියන්නේ
දැන් මේක තමයි අන්තිම එක
ඔව් නෑ තව එක මතක් වෙද්ද දන්නා ඔය කියනවා
ඔව් මේ නතාලිව පොඩි කාලේ මගේ අම්මා තාත්තා families දැන් ආන්ටි අංකල් ගිහලා බලනකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ කියනවා දැන් dance එකක් ගන්න
ඕනේ families දැන්
සින්දුවක් කියන්න මොකටම මං dance monkey කෙනෙක් නෙවෙයි නේ කුෂල්
අපි ආගේ රසිකේ අපි ආගේ fans ලා ඉන්න කියන්න වෙනවා
හරි දැන් මොකද්ද සින්දුව
name himself
ඔය කාගේද ඔය සින්දුව
name himself ආමස්
අමරදේව සගේ wow
okay nim himself amasasare hamui yugien bandi yugie langvi venvi mari mare oba hamaran hoya kinni badune diviye asha Gambure ලයගින් සනහා අපමයි තවුනේ ජන්මෙන් ජන්මේ රහුදීලා ඔබම්මා නැතගේ රැඳුනා නිම්හිම් සෙව්වම්මා සසරේ හමුවී යුගයෙන් බැඳී යුගයේ ලංවී වෙන්වී මරී මරේ ඔබ හමාරන් හොයාගෙන බැදුනේ ඔබ හමාරන් හොයාගෙන බැදුනේ. Can I tell you a funny story of this song?
Yeah. අතිවිශිෂ්ටයි.
ඒ කියන්නේ
සින්දු කියන්න බැරි කට්ටියට ඕම කියනවා. Excellent.
අනේ thank you so much. මේ සින්දු ඉගෙන ගන්නකොට මං අන්තිම කෑල්ලේ හිතුවා එක බැදුනේ. වදිනවා වගේ.
බැදුනේ.
නෑ
බැදුනා.
කියන්නේ
බැදුනේ. නෑ frying.
frying.
Like you're frying something වදිනවා.
නෑ මං හිතුවා.
පපඩම් වදිනවා.
මං හිතුවා බැන්දා කියලා.
නෑ. So every time I was saying බැඳුනේ නදුෂනේ බැඳුනේ නෙමෙයි. I'm not frying anything. එහෙම තමයි ගත්තේ.
හොඳයි. ඉතින් මම හිතන්නේ අද අපිට ගොඩක් සතුටුයි. නතලි එක්ක ඒ වගේම ස්ටෙෆනි අපේ සනි ද සිල්වා මහත්මයා අතර කුෂල් ගුණසේකර මම අද අපූර්ව සාකච්ඡාව වෙනකොට වඩා අද හරි රසවත් hina වෙනවා. සින්දු කියනවා. මෙතන සින්දු කියනයි නෑනේ. අද සින්දු කියන කෙනෙක් තමයි ආවේ. හරි. ඉතින් බොහොමත්ම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා ඔබටත්. බොහෝ වැඩ තියාගෙන හැබැයි ආයෙත් ඕන.
Definitely. කුෂිත් කියන්නේ
ගොඩක් ලොකු වැඩක් කරනවා.
මගේ මෙන්ට කියන දේ මට කරන්න ඕනේ.
ඔහොම කියලා යනවා. කොහොමද ඉතින් අල්ලගන්නවා කරේ. දැන් අපිට ව්‍යාපෘති ගොඩක් තියෙනවා කියලා කරන්න සමාජ සේව වැඩ කොටසක් තියෙනවා ඉවර කරන්න කියලා මේවා කොහොම හරි ඒක වචනේ නෙත් නෑ මම කියනකොට කොහොම හරි මේ සැරේ පොරොන්දුවක් දීලා ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා අපිට එතුමගේ තියෙනවා මම හිතන්නේ මේ ඒ කියන්නේ හුඟක් දෙනෙක් දන්නේ නැති වුණාට එතුමියගේ තියෙනවා මේ ඒ කියන්නේ මානුෂික පදනමෙන් කරන වැඩ සටහන
සමාජ සත්කාර
මම විශේෂයෙන්ම අර සිරගෙදර ඉන්න කාන්තාවන් හුඟක් උදව් කරන එක පැත්තක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් එතුමිය අපෙන් ඉල්ලුවා තවත් අපිට ඒක ව්‍යාප්ත කරන්න මොන වගේ දේවල්ද කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා අපෙන් අදහස් යෝජනා ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න කියලා එහෙමත් කිව්වා. ඒ වගේම දැන් කතා වේගන යනවා. කොහොමද එක එක පැතිකඩවලට දැන් අපෙත් තියෙනවනේ මෙතන දැන් විශිෂ්ට පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ මියුසික් තියෙනවා. විශිෂ්ට පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ ඩාන්සින් තියෙනවා. විශිෂ්ට පුහුණු මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ තියෙනවා කොම්පියරින්. ඉතින් ඒවා ඔක්කොම දැන් මෙතුමිය මං ඔයාලට බාර දෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයා ඊට පස්සේ එක ෆෝන් කෝල් එකක් දුන්නා. සමහර ගත්තේ නැතුනොත් මට දාන්න.
නෑ ගන්නවා.
මම හිතන්නේ ඇත්තටම මෙතුමියගේ තියෙන මේ දක්ෂතාවයන් හැකියාවන් එක්ක ලুকু ගමනක් ඉදිරියට යන්න පුළුවන් ලාංකික මේ අසරණ කියන්නේ ගම්මාන වල ඉන්න ආයත අතීත දීලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට පාර පෙන්ලා දෙන්න පුළුවන් මොන විදියටද යන්න ඕනේ කියලා මේ වගේ. ඉතින් හරි සතුටුයි.
ඔව් බොහොම ස්තුතියි පාර හදන්න අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වුණාට මොකද ඔබට හැමෝම ආදරේ. මේ වෙදිමුළු ලංකාවේ බොහෝ පිරිසක් දන්නවා. පොඩි කෙනාට ලොකු කෙනා වෙනකම් දන්නවා.
අර ක්ලාස් එකට ගියාම ඔක්කොම නිකන්
ගෝයි කරින්න හිතන ස්ටිපනි
කියලා කිව්වා. ඔව් කොහොමද මේකප් දාන්නේ කියලා. කිව්වා මේ එයා හැබැයි කිව්වේ අර අපි කියන එක තමයි අභ්‍යන්තරයෙන් එන මේ දවලීම
බාහිර පෙනුමට
වඩා මේ ගාන ආලේප කරන දේවල් වලට ඉතාමත්
දීප්තිමත්ව පේනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔබ without makeup ඔච්චර ලස්සන තියෙන්නේ.
thank you. දැන් මම රතු වෙනවා. වගේ රේඩියෝ බෝඩ් එක වගේ.
හරි. ඒ වගේම සමීද සිල්වා මහත්මයා හිතාමත් නිහතමානී කරුණාවන්ත කෙනෙක්. කුෂලගුණසේකර මහත්මයාත් සමග එකතු වෙලා කොයිදලේ තියනා වෙලා ඉන්නක් සහ අපිත් එක්ක හරිම සහදශීලීව වැඩ කරන විශේෂයෙන්ම ගුණචය සතුට පදනමත් එක්ක ඔබතුමන්ටත් බොහොම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙන වගේම ඉස්සරහටත් අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වෙන්න කියලා අපි ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා.
Thank you, Vishmi. Keep up the really good work that you all do.
Thank you so much.
අතන මේ සනි සහ ස්ටෙෆ්නි කියපු වගේ මම හිතන්නේ අපිට මේ ගමන යන්න බෑ. අපිත් එක්ක මේ රැඳී සිටින ඔබ වැනි අනිත් සියලුම කාර්ය මණ්ඩලය අති විශිෂ්ට විදියට කැපවි මානුෂික පදනම් මත හරි පිරිසිදු චේතනාවෙන් කරුණාවෙන් දයාවෙන් අනුකම්පාවෙන් හැම දෙයක්ම හොයලා බලලා මට උගාක් උදව් උපකාර කරනවා. ඒ ගමන තමයි මටත් ඇත්තටම ශක්තියක් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මම හරිම සතුටුයි. කියන්නේ මම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් සිකුරාදා දවසේ හැන්දෑව වෙන්නේ ඇවිල්ලා ඉවරලා ඔබතුමා දන්නා මම සෙනසුරාදා මුළු දවසේම මේ හැමතැනම කැප වෙනවා. මොකද ගොඩාක් අපිට තියෙන වැඩසටහන්. නමුත් මම මේ පාර ආවේ බදාදානේ බ්‍රහස්පතින්දා මොකද සනිත් එක්ක ඇවිල්ලා සිකුරාදායි සෙනසුරාදා දෙකේම හිටියා. හැබැයි ඉතින් අර මට මොදනාන්න තියෙන ආසාව තමයි ගිලිහි ගියේ. මොකද වැස්ස නිසා අපිට හරියට යන්න බැරි වුණා. මොකද මුහුද නාන්න මම විශේෂයෙන්ම කියන්නේ මොකද හුඟක් දෙනෙක් මුහුද නාන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. මේ අපි වෙරළත් එක්ක යන රටක් නිසා මම නිතරම හිතන්නේ මුහුද නෑපුවම ප්‍රබෝධමක් වෙනවා කියලා. හරිම කියන්නේ you rejuvenate and revitalize and refresh yourself.
දැන් අපි යනවද මුහුදට?
දැන් අපේ වැඩ ටික නවත්තන්න එපා.
I'm ready to be educated.
මම දැනගත්තා. එහෙම ඉඳලා ආවන් පස්සේ ඕන තැනකට යන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක නිසා බොහොම පිං අපේ දෙපළටම අති විශිෂ්ටයි. අපි නටාලිටත් උගා ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා. දැන් බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් පුංචි බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් එකකට හම්බුණා. ඉතින් මේ පැතුමුත් දැන් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට යන්න වරම් ලැබලා තියෙනවා. ඒ තුනක් අරන් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් දැන් මොන විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයටද යන්න තියෙන්නේ?
ශ්‍රී ජයවර්ධනපුර. මොන ආධාරණ ශාස්ත්‍රය? මැනේජ්මන්ට්. දෙන්නම කරන්නේ මැනේජ්මන්ට්ද? නෑ මල්ලි කොමර්ස්. මම මැනේජ්මන්ට්. මම මැනේජ්මන්ට් කරලා ෆයිනෑන්ස් පැත්තෙන් යන්න තමයි කැමති. ඒ වගේම මගේ ඩ්‍රීම් එකක් තියෙනවා ඩිරෙක්ටර් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න සහ හොඳ බෙස්ට් කොම්පියර් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න. You are one of my best compeer in the world.
Oh my God.
Wow. When I was watching Voice TV Sri Lanka and I really loved you and I liked your voice. You always saying, ladies and gentlemen, put your hand together. I was like this part. And
looks like he has really followed you.
Welcome. And I have a question. How did you manage your time as a compeer, and how did you become as a compeer?
Wow, that's a good question. So I think life happens. So I remember I never was a compeer. And I had met Kili Maharaja. So he wanted to have a meeting with me after I won Miss Sri Lanka and all of that. And he asked me, මොකක්ද ඔයාට ආසයි කරන්න? මං කිව්වා I like to sing, I like to dance. මං ආටිස්ට් වගේ ආසයි කරන්න. මම කතා කරන්නත් ආසයි. He was like, එහෙනම් ඔයා host කරන්න singing competition එකක්. Yes, superstar at the time. එහෙනම් මං කිව්වා I've never hosted. I said I don't know how to host. කමක් නෑ ඔයා ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. Okay, go. එහෙනම් එයා තමයි මගේ career එක මට දුන්නේ. එයා හින්දා like chance එක ඒත් මං බයෙන් කිව්ව බෑ නම් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. I had to fake it till you make it. එහෙනම් කකුල වෙවලනවා. Please God help me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
That's perfect.
And it's you just sometimes have to say yes to life. මං හිතන්නේ life හැමදාම ඔයා හිතන විදිහ යන්නේ නැහැ. It never goes the way you want. එහෙනම් ඔයා නිකන් ඔව් කියලා life යන තැන have confidence in yourself, and just do it.
Thank you so much. And I have a question asking from you, Mr. Sunny. My twin brother said, and you had a conversation in yesterday, and you said you are an accountant in Australia, and you have done MPA or like chartered in Sri Lanka. How did you manage it, and did you do anything with this?
So I'm actually a fellow of the CPA, so which is like the CIMA. CPA, over here. So the CPA is there, but when you have 25 years of experience, and when you have done other work in the community, etc., you get an honorary membership. So I've attained that. That is the highest level of formal education that an accountant can achieve in Australia. Again, it's just a bit of hard work, dedication, and the rest follows. So initially life was really hard, but you just go through the different steps that you have to take in life, and I guess achievements happen automatically after.
Yes, thank you so much. You both of you are my dreams. Because I want to be a best English compeer, and I want to be a director, finance director.
You're going to do it.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Very nice.
Awesome. You'll do it.
It may be second week of January, next January.
Right. So they are anyway doing the internship, so that also is good because they have understood the way we manage and plan and work our sectors, so they've got a lot of insight and knowledge of how it is done, so that will also help you have a good start.
Yes. Thank you so much, Mr. Kushil, and thank you so much, Miss Stephanie, and thank you so much, Mr. Sunny.
Hari. සියලුම දෙනාට ස්පෝර්තිවන්ත වෙන ගමන් යන වෙලාව ආවිත් තියෙන වෙලාව හරියටම පස්වරු 4:05 මිනිත්තු 15ක් වෙද්දී සදානම් good volunteer segment එක මේ විදිහට අවසන් කරන්න දිගටම අපි වහගෙන ඉන්න තවත් ලස්සන segment එකක් සූදානම් කරලා ඉන්නවා නතාලි සහ පැතුම් සූදානම් මේ segment එක අවුරුද්දගෙන ඉන්න ලබන සෙන්සුරාදාත් good volunteer segment එකත් එක්ක එනකන් අදට සමගන්නවා good news radio අපේ මේ විදිහට